And now let's see what my body fat is. So the starting body fat percentage before taking Greg Doucette's Turk Builder is, holy crap, I am 3.15% body fat. I am way leaner than Greg Doucette. Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in. Steven here with Team Euphoric, and today is the first day that I'm going to be trying Greg Doucette's Turk Builder, and in order to see if it works or not, first thing I need to do is some measurements, so that's exactly what I'm going to be doing for you guys today. The first thing we're going to look at is my weight. With regard to my weight, I weighed myself first thing in the morning, and I was 159.8, which is significantly higher than what I normally am. I never weigh myself first thing in the morning. The only time I weigh myself is prior to doing any body weight exercises, and the only reason I do that is so I can calculate load and volume. So because I usually calculate my weight right before I do my workout, I decided to do it right now as well, and I was actually 157.8 when I weighed myself a couple minutes ago, so a couple pounds lighter than I was this morning. And again, normally when I do weigh myself, it is before my workout, and I'm usually around 148 pounds. I always hover between 147 to 149. Over the last 3 weeks, I've filmed 3 months worth of recipe videos, which you can check out right over here if you're interested. And because of all the recipe videos that I've been filming and eating, and also the holidays, I've put on about 10 pounds over the last 3 weeks, and I'd say roughly 8 of those pounds were fat, 2 of them were water. So for all you carnivores out there saying you can't gain fat on the carnivore diet, I must be an anomaly because I put on about 8 pounds of fat in the last 3 weeks. But anyway, now that we know my weight, I want to do some measurements. I'm going to be taking 5 different measurements. I'm going to be doing the biceps and the pec for the men. For the women, I'm going to be doing the stomach, the hips, and the thighs. So let's go ahead. I've got my measuring tape right over here. Let's see how my bulging biceps are right now. I'm going to guess they're somewhere around the 14-inch mark. Complete guess though, I don't really take any measurements aside from right now for the purpose of this video, but let's see. I'm going to do this one flexed. Okay, so I am 14 3/4. All right, so 3/4 bigger than I thought I was. That's what she said. Next, I'm going to go ahead and measure the chest. Chest, I'm going to guess it's around 41-ish, 40. If it's under 40, I'm not going to be too happy. All right, let's see. Oh, the measuring tape got flipped upside down, just like Fresh Prince. Anyway, let's go ahead and take the measurement. Chest is 42 1/4. Next, we're going to go ahead and measure the waist. Waist, I'm going to be measuring it right at the umbilicus, and the waist is 32 1/2. Next, we're going to go ahead to the hips. Hips, I'm going to measure at the greater trochanter. The hips are, this is over shorts as well, 30, just under 36. And then last one I'm going to do is the legs. Legs, I'm going to measure at mid-thigh. My legs have always been really, really tiny, so I'm not expecting these ones to be too big. Let's just go ahead and measure them. Okay, so my legs are, the final verdict is, let me just get that in there, 20, just over 21. 21 1/4. All right, so now that we got those measurements out of the way, next thing we are going to do is the skin fold assessment. Skin fold assessment, if you guys want to learn how to perform a skin fold assessment, I'll include a link right up over here to a video I made a few years ago. And for myself, I'm going to be using the Harpenden calipers. And in terms of the method, I'm going to be using the Jackson-Pollock method, the 3-site method. And one thing worth noting is the Jackson-Pollock method is incredibly inaccurate. Whatever it says on here, I'm probably going to be 50 to 100% more than what it says. And if you're asking yourself, why am I using the Jackson-Pollock method if it's so inaccurate? Well, because it's only 3 sites and they're all readily accessible to me. It's the pec, the umbilicus, and the quadricep. So all of the other sites, I can't really get to them because they're behind me, so that's why I'm going to be using the Jackson-Pollock. But let's go ahead. The first one is going to be the pec. So when measuring the pec, I'm not a lefty, so it's going to be a little tricky measuring with my left hand, but I'm going to go 2 fingertips from the nipple. And let's go ahead and see. We got 4.3 millimeters of fat. So I'm going to input that into the calculator, 4.3. I could already tell this is going to be really off. I wouldn't be surprised if this thing tells me I'm under 6%. Next is going to be the umbilicus. For the umbilicus, I'm going to put the Harpenden calipers right in the umbilicus, and then wherever the handle lines up, that's where I'm going to put the actual calipers, and that's where I'm going to take my measurement. So I'm going to go right ahead, go above there, and let's just go midway between the tip and the muscle, and we are at 6.5, 6.4, 6.5. I'm going to put 6.5. And then the last one is going to be the thigh. For the thigh, this is midway between the anterior superior iliac spine and the patella. So for this one, I'm going to go ahead and sit down. I'm going to use my hand as a measuring guide, so I'm going to go right at the ASIS, right at the patella. Right over here is the midway point. So let's just put the calipers right over there. I'm going to flex the leg, that way I could remove any non-fat. And let's just go ahead and take that measurement. And it is 5 on the dot. So let's input that 5.0. And now let's see what my body fat is. So the starting body fat percentage before taking Greg Doucette's Turk Builder is, holy crap, I am 3.15% body fat. I am way leaner than Greg Doucette. And again, this is according to the least accurate body fat calculator online. Again, the only reason I'm using this is because they are all readily accessible to me. But one thing before I actually get on to the next part is I need a good thumbnail picture. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take one of myself measuring myself while I am flexing. That way I could get a good thumbnail picture. Let's just flex really hard. Maybe make a mean face. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, next thing is I need to go ahead and take my lifts. For the lifts, I'm going to be testing the deadlift, the V-bar dips, the wide parallel grip pull-up, and I'm going to be doing the Rogue Echo Bike 50 cal challenge. For the deadlift, my goal is to get at least 30 repetitions because a couple years ago I ended up doing max reps with 1.5 times my body weight. So I was 157 pounds, I did 225 for 50, and that was a comfortable 50 repetitions. I wanted to hit 50, so I stopped at 50, but I could have kept going. So the one difference is today when I do it, I'm going to be doing it at a very specific tempo because I don't want there to be any variables unaccounted for when I am reassessing in a few weeks because I'm going to do a 3-week and 6-week reassessment. So the deadlift, I'm going to be lifting 1 repetition at 40 beats per minute, and then whenever I can no longer maintain that tempo, that's it for the deadlifts. Then the V-bar dips, oh, and real quick, if you want to see the 50 repetitions with 225, you can check out that video right over there. The V-bar dips, the last time I did V-bar dips, I ended up doing a challenge, and it was how many could you do in a minute. I did 75. However, those 75, they weren't exactly the greatest form because I was just trying to rep out as many as I could as fast as possible. You can check that out right over here. But with regard to that, because I was able to do 75 the last time, I'm not expecting to do that today because today I'm going to be doing it at a 60 beat per minute tempo. If I could get at least 40, I'll be happy. If I can't do 40, I'm going to be a little bit disappointed in myself. And then with the wide parallel grip pull-ups, I've never actually done a max wide parallel grip pull-up, so I have no idea what to expect from this one, but I'm pretty strong in my back, and I would like to get at least 30. If I can't do 30, I'll be a little disappointed in myself. With regard to the Rogue Echo Bike 50 cal challenge, I did that on Thursday. Today is Monday, January the 3rd, and I do not plan on doing the Rogue Echo Bike 50 cal challenge today since I just did it a few days ago. The reason being, when I did it a few days ago, I absolutely killed myself, and it took me about 2 hours to recover, and I still need to do my workout after I do these challenges. So I don't feel like doing the challenges plus my workout and then destroying myself on the Rogue Echo Bike. So I'll include a link right up over here to the Rogue Echo Bike 50 cal challenge, and I accomplished my goal. My goal was to get under 3 minutes, and I did it in 2 minutes and 57 seconds. If I'm up for it after my workout, I will do it again today, but I have a good feeling that I'm not going to be up for it, so you guys could just watch that video and just take my word for it if you don't want to watch the video that I did it in 2 minutes 57 seconds. But anyway, now that we got all of the numbers out of the way in terms of my weight, my body fat percentage, and also my measurements, it's time to get on and see how many repetitions I could do for all of the different exercises. So let's go ahead and see what I can do. Alright, so I'm setting my metronome to 40 beats per minute. Let's see how many I can do. I should have warmed up a little bit, but whatever. All right, I counted 33. Could have done more, but not while maintaining that 40 beat per minute tempo. I'm gonna have to review the footage, but I think that was 33. So I got more than 30, I'm happy with that. Next, let's do the V-bar dips. All right, so I'm not quite fully recovered from the deadlifts. My arms are a little tired, but it's really late. I don't want to get the hell out of here, so I'm just gonna go ahead. Got my metronome at 60 beats per minute. Let's see how many I can do. All right, 41. So I wanted to get at least 40. Happy with 41. If I was a little more recovered, might have been able to bust out another 2 or 3. Could have definitely done a few more, but definitely not keeping that 60 beat per minute pace. Next, we're gonna do the wide parallel grip pull-ups. All right, arms are still a little gassed, but I wanna get the hell out of here. Got 60 beats per minute on the metronome. Let's see how many wide parallel grip pull-ups I can do. All right, 32, so I got more than 30. I'm not gonna bother doing the 50 cal challenge because I did that a few days ago and I killed myself, so I don't really feel like doing that again. I'll include a link right up over here if you guys want to see it, but basically I did the 50 calorie challenge on the Rogue Echo bike in 2 minutes 57 seconds. That's my starting time, and I killed myself. I went all out for the first 20-25 calories and then I went really slow. So if I had paced myself a little bit better, could have got a little bit quicker, but that's pretty much it. Okay, so we got all of the numbers out of the way. Just a quick recap. My weight this morning, first thing was 159.8. Just before my workout, it was 157.8. I can't remember exactly what my measurements were. I believe the biceps were 14 3/4. The chest was 42-ish. Waist was, I think, 32. Can't remember what the hips or legs were. I think the legs were 21. Skin fold, my body fat percentage was 33.15%. 3.15% according to the worst caliper method online. And then with regard to my lifts, I ended up doing 225 for, I believe it was 33. I'm gonna have to review the footage, but I believe it was 33 repetitions. The V-bar dips, I believe I got 41. And the wide parallel grip pull-ups, I believe I got 32. I'm gonna have to review everything and see that everything was right. And then with regard to the Rogue Echo Bike 50 cal challenge, I ended up doing that in 2 minutes and 57 seconds. But that's pretty much it in terms of my starting measurements. In 3 weeks, I'm gonna go ahead and retest everything, see where I am. And then at the end of the Turk cycle, which is gonna be 6 weeks from now, I'm gonna redo everything one more time and see how I've improved. My goal for the end of the 6 weeks, with regard to the deadlift, I've done 50 repetitions before, so I would like to beat that, and ideally, to see if the Turk Builder actually works, I'd like to hit 70 repetitions. If I could hit 70, then I know that it's actually the Turk and not just my own hard work, because again, the last 4 months I have been slacking hardcore because the last 4 months I have been doing a lot of videos, and also between my coaching practice, my physiotherapy clinic, and all the videos, I've been doing 18 plus videos a week. I've just had no time really to work out. Well, I have had the time, I've just not wanted to be here all night, so I've been going home early. And yeah, I'm gonna redo all of those. I would like to get at least 70 on the deadlift. I would like to get on the V-bar dips to get to 60. If I could get on the pull-ups 50 and on the Rogue Echo bike sub 1 minute, then I'll know it was the Turk Builder, because those would be some pretty good numbers for me to hit. But that's pretty much it. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and ask your questions down in the comment section so I can help you guys out. But that's pretty much it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to smash that like button so I know to keep making these types of videos in the future. And if you're either new to the channel or haven't subscribed yet, be sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, as I'm going to be uploading new videos every single day. That's it for today's video. Thanks for tuning in, and I will see you again tomorrow.